shaalasiddhi.nupa.org. Shaala Siddhi, school evaluation as the means and school improvement as the goal. We present here instructions and presentation on how to use or operate Shaala Siddhi web portal. This program is managed by National University of Educational Planning and Administration, which is located in 17B Shri Aurobindo Marg, New Delhi, 110016, India. You can send your queries to usse@nupa.org. Visit shaalasiddhi.nupa.org. Hello friends, we are here to explain how to use the Shaala Siddhi web portal. The Shaala Siddhi web portal is designed and developed by National University of Educational Planning and Administration, that is NUPA. And why the program Shaala Siddhi, which was also called as National Program on School Standard and Evaluation, that is a self-evaluation program and the Shaala Siddhi portal will be used by all the school heads, and they have to provide the data in the portal itself. They will self-evaluate themselves, and which will then be evaluated by an external evaluator, and the digital dashboard will be presented at the national level, state level, district level, block level, and even at the cluster and school level. At each level, the dashboard will be presented, and the URL for Shaala Siddhi web portal is shaalasiddhi.nupa.org. That is shaalasiddhi shaalasiddhi.nupa.org. As soon as you type this URL on the browser and press enter, this is the home screen of the home page of the Shaala Siddhi web portal. In this portal, you will be able to get each and every information about the portal and the complete scheme. For information brochure, you can download from here. You can click on this download PDF link, from where you can get the information brochure. And this is the information brochure which will be downloaded. You can read it, you can go through all the components of this particular scheme, and each and every explanation about each and every variable, each and every domain is given in this particular brochure also. The second option in this particular portal is a program document which explains each and every detail about the program. This is the Shaala Siddhi program document, and that is evaluation for improvement, and the complete details about the program is given in this particular document. This is a program document which you can get from the shaalasiddhi.nupa.org web portal. About the framework, if you want to know, then you can click on the third menu on the home page, that is School Standard and Evaluation Framework, and this is the framework in which all the 7 domains of the framework has been explained one by one, and all the domains are color coded. To understand the domain, you can just download this document and you can go through the components of this document. The fourth component of this Shaala Siddhi web portal is the school evaluation dashboard. Although the school evaluation dashboard is a digital component of the portal, but about the dashboard you can know from the PDF file which will be displayed or downloaded by clicking on this particular link. And this is the dashboard. This is the format, or this is the dashboard which each and every school head will fill, and from this document, this is the document on which you will provide the information, and the same document interface is available in the shaalasiddhi.newpa.org web portal, where you have to fill all the components given in this particular dashboard, like learners profile and learning outcomes, demographic profile, class-wise annual attendance rate, performance in key subjects annually you have to provide, learning outcomes, teachers profile, teacher attendance, then information on domains that will be generated from the software itself, and you have to provide that information too. That is school evaluation composite matrix, domain 1, then domain 2, domain 3, domain 4, domain 5, domain 6, domain 7, and all the components, all the parameters in each and every domain are well explained in the program document and the other documents available in the homepage of the school evaluation dashboard. As we had already told you that this scheme Shaala Siddhi and the portal shaalasiddhi.newpa.org will be used by the school HM, school headmasters, or the respondents nominated by the school headmasters for self-evaluating their school. But they will enter the data into this. But the public, general public, researchers, they can also visit this portal and can get the information about the evaluated schools. For that, a general public or a common researcher or any researcher or anybody who is interested in school improvement or school evaluation, they can just click on this button, school evaluation report, and when you click on this, it will just display a component to select for which state you want to see the information. For example, we select Delhi. As soon as you select the state or UT as Delhi, we have to select the district. For example, we are selecting Central Delhi. And then as soon as you select the district, all the schools who had already submitted their data into this web portal, shaalasiddhi.newpa.org, all those schools will be listed here. You just have to click on the school, either school UDICE code or school name or address. That means on this particular row, whichever you want to select, you just click on that particular row, and it will display the complete evaluation dashboard, school evaluation dashboard, and along with the values which are provided by the school HM or the respondent of the school. So as we are told, as you might have seen the dashboard in the printed format also and in the PDF file also, which was downloaded from the home page. Demographic profile. Now as for this particular school, Rose Avenue SBV, and this is the UDICE code, and UDICE is Unified District Information System for Education. That is the base of this particular component, particular portal, because without UDICE code you will not be able to enter the data into this particular portal. So that means 11-digit schools UDICE code is mandatory for working on this portal. And this UDICE code you will get from the school education department, or you might have already received that UDICE code. Now if we see, this is the report kind of thing, and this is available for public, and this is in the public domain. This is a live public domain from where each and every citizen of India can get this data without any authentication, without any username and password. So learners profile and learning outcome, that is under which demographic profile is there, class wise annual attendance rate is there, gender wise and total, class wise and gender wise. Learning outcomes, that is annual and consolidated report, that is class wise, and percentage of students who scored in respective percentage range. Similarly, performance in key subjects, that is also annual, class wise starting from class 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th, and key subject or stream wise, language 1, language 2, maths, science, social science, and these are the total number of students and percentage of students in each grade, and then teachers profile, number of teachers in each category, how many teachers are male trained, how many teachers are untrained male teachers, how many female trained teachers are there, how many female untrained teachers are there, and then total. Along with that, we are also providing the teacher attendance information. Similarly, and based on the above given data, the school evaluation composite matrix is generated, and that is based on the levels. This self and external means this is self evaluated by the HM from the school, and external means this will be generated only after the external evaluator evaluates this particular data, this particular school's information. And availability and adequacy, this is one component of the school evaluation matrix, and another component is quality and usability. So this particular component, self and external, under availability and adequacy is given for school premises, playground and sports equipment and material, electricity and gadgets, school and other rooms, library, laboratory, computer where provisioning exists, and ramp, midday meal, etc. Like these, there are many variables which are kept under availability and adequacy, and these are self-evaluated by the school HM. There are multiple levels, level 1, level 2, level 3, and information about each and every level is given in the documents. Similarly, quality and usability about these variables, school premises, playground, sports equipment, electricity, gadgets, classrooms, library, laboratory, and all this information is to be fed by the HM, and it is available in the public domain. Similarly, in the domain 2, this was domain 1. Here if you see, this was domain 1, resources of school availability, adequacy and usability. There are 12 core standards. These are 12 points: school premises, electricity, classrooms, library, laboratory, computer. These are 12 points under domain 1. Similarly, there is domain 2. And under domain 2, that is teaching, learning and assessment, there are 9 core standards: teachers' understanding of learners, subject and pedagogical of teachers, planning for teaching, enabling learning environment. So these are 9 parameters, 9 core standards under domain 2. So that is also available. Similarly, in domain 3, learners' progress, attainment and development, core standards, there are 5 core standards. So these core standards, along with their self-evaluated value, then evaluation by external, and prioritize the action of improvement: low, medium and high. L means low, M means medium, and H means high. Similarly, domain 4 is managing teacher performance, professional development. There are 6 core standards. These are orientation of new teachers, teachers' attendance, assigning responsibilities and defining performance goals, teachers' preparedness for changing curricular expectations, monitoring of teacher performance, teachers' professional development. Under domain 5, that is school leadership and management, there are 4 core standards: building vision and setting direction, leading change and improvement, leading teaching learning, leading management of school. Similarly, under domain 6, that is inclusion, health and safety, there are 5 core standards: inclusive culture, inclusion of children with special needs, CWSN, physical safety, psychological safety, health and hygiene. Under domain 7, that is productive community participation, there are 5 core standards: organization and management of SMC, School Management Committee, and SDMC, School Development and Management Committee. Role in school improvement, school community linkages, community as learning resources, and empowering community. So these are the 7 domains under which there are different core standards: 5 in domain 7, 5 in domain 6, then 4 in domain 5, 6 in domain 4, 5 core standards in domain 3, 9 core standards in domain 2, and 12 core standards in domain 1. So this is composite evaluation matrix also. And after that, the system automatically generates an action for continuous school improvement, and the mission statement is to be provided by the each and every school. So that mission statement will figure out here. This is how the public researcher, a public or a researcher or a common man can get the school evaluation dashboard. But along with that, you can also see the report card of that particular school, UDI school report card. For that, you just have to click on the school report card link and it will display the school report card for that particular school. And now this is the school report card generated from the UDI's database. Now, after visiting the school report card, you may think that you want to provide some feedback of the system or about the school's evaluation or about the external evaluation, which is presented here in the composite matrix. So now if you want to provide the feedback, you just click on this feedback link, or from this particular point also you can click on the feedback link and a feedback page will come where you can select your user type, that is parents, teachers or others. If you are a parent of a student who is studying in a particular school, and if you want to provide the feedback of that particular school, you just select your appropriate user type, or if you are a teacher, or if you are not parent or a teacher of that particular for that particular section, so you can select any other option for that and type your name, type your child's name only if you are a parent and your student, if your child is studying in that particular school. Specify your valid email address and type the complete feedback what you want to type. Just type the appropriate and brief feedback about the school or the school evaluation and click on submit. This email with the feedback component will go to all the officials of MHRD and NUPA who are looking after this particular portal, shalasiddhi.nupa.org. For more details about the scheme, and if you are having any queries or doubts, or if you want to clarify something, if you are having any issue in the scheme related document, if you want to share any views or suggestions, you can just talk to Professor Pranati Panda, who is professor and head of this department of this unit, and her email ID is pranatipanda@nupa.org. That is PRANATIPANDA@NUEPA.org. You can always talk to her, you can always send a mail to her, and still you can also talk to Dr. Veera Gupta, who is associate professor in the university NUPA, and her email ID is veeragupta@nupa.org. Besides these, if you have any technical query about the portal, about the functioning of the portal, about the user management, or any component, any technical component about the portal, you can always send a mail to Naveen Bhatia, who is System Analyst in charge in NUPA, National University of Educational Planning and Administration, NUPA, and you can send a mail to him, that is NAVEENBHATIA, that is Naveen Bhatia @nupa.org. Now coming back to the portal, once all the portal options, whatever we had specified till now, these are shown in English language, but you can also change the language from this option. From the select option drop down list box, if you want to view all the components, all the interface on the web portal in a different regional language, like in Bengali, you just select the language option, select Bengali language, and all the options on the home page or the other pages, all the options, all the component, all the text will be converted into the selected regional language, like in Bengali, or if you select Gujarati, the text will be displayed in Gujarati. If you want it in Hindi, the portal will be displayed in Hindi. So this is a multilingual portal where you can see the components about the school evaluation. we are converting directly to bracket to English. Now all these options were without username and password. That means without authentication, anybody, any user, any researcher, any parent, any teacher can visit this website, this web portal, and can see the progress of the school evaluations or school improvement and can comment on that through feedback section. Still, you can also contact us on different email ID, that is USSE, that is Unit on School Standard and Evaluation @newpa.org, that is USSE @newpa.org. And these are our EPBX phone numbers of our National University of Educational Planning and Administration. You can always talk to us on these numbers. Now the technical component of operating the portal we will be explaining you, and for that we require a username and password to enter into the portal, because till now whatever we had seen on the portal, that is only for viewing the component, viewing the reports which are available on the portal, like the documents, dashboard document or program document and the evaluation reports. But now we will be showing you how the data can be entered into the portal by the school HMs or the respondents nominated by the school HM. For that you need to have a login, and in the login there are different user types. This portal can be managed by the administrator, and this portal can be managed at different levels. You can manage this portal at the state level, at the district level, at the block level, at the school level, or you can be an external evaluator who is going to evaluate the assessment done by the school HMs. So that means this portal can be used, the data can be entered at the state level, district level, block level and school level. So there will be different dashboard for each levels, but the data will be entered school wise only. So for every school you should have a UDICE code, unique UDICE code, that is of 11 digits, and that is generated only when you submit the UDICE format, Unified District Information System for Education format, to your Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan office or our Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Abhiyan office, SSA office or RMSA office in your locality, in your area. Like at the school, from the school level, the formats are filled in, the UDICE formats are filled in and are provided to the CRC coordinator in the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, or in RMSA component the school UDICE formats are sent to the block level or district level, and the data entry is done in the similar fashion. So now if we are going to present you how the school can enter the data, how the school HM can log into the system, and for that you have to select the user at the school level. So it will ask for a UDICE code. So this UDICE code you should have with you, and your UDICE code is provided only if you had submitted the UDICE format. If you had not submitted the UDICE format, just go to a website, that is dice.in. There we are having the data capture format, UDICE DCF, Unified District Information System for Education data capture format. Fill that data capture format and submit it to your cluster education CRC coordinator, cluster resource center coordinator, or your block education officer. If you are in a UT, then submit it to the UT MIS, who is looking after UDICE in your union territory. So they will just take the data capture format, filled in data capture format from you, and they will enter the data into their system, and they will provide you a 11-digit unique UDICE code. Use that UDICE code here, and for the password of your UDICE code, we will be providing you the password for each and every schools. So as soon as you enter that 11-digit school code, UDICE code, and the password which will be provided by us, just type that school code and the password and click on submit. If the username, that means the UDICE code, and the passwords are valid, if the credentials, user credentials are valid, you will be logged in into the system. You will be logged in into the portal. And now in this portal, now what you can do is you can enter the data, all these datas based on these components which are part of the 7 domains. You can provide you have to provide all these information, and then only you can see the composite matrix for each and every school evaluation composite matrix that will be visible to you. Now to start with domain 1. Now what is domain 1? Domain 1, it is enabling resources of school like availability, adequacy and usability of the resources. Now what are those resources that we had already seen in the dashboard? The dashboard which was presented on the home page. Now what are those? You can see the course standards from here also. If you click on it, it will show you the course standards. These course standards. Now this course standard which we are checking, that is from the domain 1. Now in this particular course standard, school premises, there are ability and adequacy component, and the descriptors are there, the level 1, level 2 and level 3. Now if we see the level 1, then open area is insufficient with limited space for assembly. Kacha or semi-pakka or tent type building is available. Boundary wall, fence doesn't exist or is discontinuous with big gaps, or no garden trees in the compound. Then if this kind of situation is there in your school about the school premises, that means you are at the level 1 in availability and adequacy of the school premises. Similarly, like this, how we had interpreted the school premises. Similarly, you have to see your school premises falls under level 1 or level 2 or level 3. Now this was level 1. Similarly, what is level 2? That is, if your school premises is in open and build area is just sufficient with available assembly hall space, but inadequate to accommodate all learners comfortably. And Pakka building exists, but the Pakka building exists with boundary wall, fencing without gate, few gardens are there, trees and in the compound. So you are at the level 2. Similarly, about the school premises, you will be at the level 3 only if ample open and build space is available for free movement of learners with designated space for assembly, boundary wall fencing with plantation and gate exist, well maintained garden and lawns are there in the school premises. Then you are at the level 3. Similarly, you can see about the quality and usability. Similarly, this was the course standard 1 in domain 1. Now you can see the course standard 2, availability and usability. Similarly, now you can see all other course standards also. For source of evidence, these are the source of evidence which you can see, which you can refer to it. For referential evidence, norms and guidelines, register or government orders, you can see these links. Which links are given? You can just copy this link from this to this, and you can paste it, copy it from here, or you can just click on open link and it will open that particular PDF file or particular reference for this particular evidence for this course standard. So similarly, you can see all the referential materials are also available here. Now what is response matrix? This will be generated only after the entry. Now back to dashboard. Now this is the dashboard from where we started. We had seen the reflective prompts. These are the reflective prompts. What enabled resources are available and adequate for the school? what is the quality and extent of usability of enabling resources in school, what is the mechanism adopted by the school to ensure cyber safety. And for that factual information, what is the factual information? These are the questions. All these details about the question are given in the program document also. And all these documents we had already seen in the first session. Now how to enter the data. About the first domain, you just click on this info submit button. And these are the data related with the domains. Before going to domains, you have to submit the basic data. This is the school information and the basic data demographic profile. You just click on it. This is the demographic profile. For this year, the data has already been entered for the 2015. So this is the basic data which we are asking for the demographic profile. How many number of SC students are there, how many number of ST students, how many number of OBC students, how many general category students, and how many minority students. So this is the total student. Similarly, you have to provide the attendance rate. So these are the attendance rate. You have to provide class wise, gender wise average attendance for boys and girls. Similarly, performance in key subjects. Class wise from class 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Key subject wise and stream wise, language 1, language 2, math, science, social science. Similarly, and at the 11th and 12th level, that means at the higher secondary level, stream wise also, arts stream, commerce stream, science stream and other stream. You have to provide the total number of students and number of students in each grade, and grades are given here. Here we had put a asterisk sign with a grade. That means you can see the footnote, criteria to respond for performance of the student. If the student have achieved 81 to 100 marks in key subject, then A grade. Similarly, you can interpret the interpretation is given for grades. Then learning outcomes. This is the number of students who secured in respective percentage range. How many number of students in class 1 to class 12 got less than 33%, 33 to 40%, 41 to 50, 51 to 60, 61 to 70, 71 to 80, 81 to 90, and how many secured 91 to 100% marks in these particular classes. After that, you have to specify the data about the teachers, about number of teachers. So, how many male trained teachers are there? You have to specify how many male untrained teachers are there. How many female trained teachers and how many female untrained teachers, and the total teachers, total trained and untrained teachers. Then about the teacher attendance. So here you have to specify the total number of teachers who avail long leave, that means more than 1 month leave, and number of teachers who avail short leave, that means up to 1 week leave. Provide that information and click on submit. Then these are the action for continuous school improvement plan. Here you have to you can specify the mission statement, and these are the actions what can be taken. But before that, you will go to dashboard and provide the information in each and every domain. And for providing the information in domain, you click on this, like for domain 1, click on info submit. Now here you have to specify we had seen the core standards. Now for those core standards, we have seen the reflective prompts, factual information, source of evidence, and what are the core standards, what is level 1, level 2, level 3 for adequacy and for usability, and what is the prioritize the action of improvement like low, medium or high, that also you have to specify. Now this is actual self-evaluation of the school by the school HM. For the school premises, what do you think that you are on which level? Level 1, level 2 or level 3 in the adequacy, availability and adequacy. Now for availability and adequacy, we had already shown you what is core standard. If we click on core standard. Now for school premises, here you can see why you are on level 1. if you are having this kind of situation in your school premises, then you are on level 1. Then level 2, what is level 2, level 3? So that kind of level selection you have to provide from info submit. Now this is, you have to specify the level about the school premises, playground and sports equipment and material, electricity and gadgets, classroom and other rooms, library, laboratory, computer where provisioning exists, RAM for CWSN, midday meal, kitchen and utensils, drinking water, hand wash facilities. So these are 12 core standards. So you have to specify levels as per the adequacy and availability, and then levels for quality and usability. Then also specify the prioritization. So this is this is domain 1. After domain 1, again go to dashboard and specify the information for domain 2. In this domain 2, that is related with the teachers and other information that is teaching, learning and assessment. So under this, again you have to specify the level 1, level 2 and level 3 and prioritization. Teachers' understanding of learners, what is your level in particular in your school, and subject and pedagogical knowledge of teachers, planning for teaching, enabling learning environment, teaching learning process, class management, learners assessment, utilization of teaching learning resources, and teachers' reflection on their own teaching learning practice. Here you have to specify the levels. Again go back to dashboard by clicking on this particular link, and then go to info submit for domain 3, that is learners progress attainment and development. There are 5 core standards: learner attendance, learners participation and engagement, learners progress, learners personal and social development, and learners attainment. Again specify the level 1, 2 or 3, and then prioritization. Prioritize the action for improvement. Similarly, you have to provide the information for domain 4, that is managing teacher performance and professional development. Similar kind of information to be provided in the domain 5, that is school leadership and management. You can click on info submit and we have to provide this information. For building vision and setting directions, leading change and improvement, leading teaching learning, leading management of school. Like this, provide the information. Again go back to the dashboard, and from there up to domain 6 and 7 you have to specify the information. To download the format offline, the same format which is available in the PDF file, you can just click on it and you will be able to get the format offline. You can download it. So the format is downloaded. You can just see whether it is downloaded or not. This downloading will be depending on the size, on the internet speed. So some factors are there. Based on that, it will download the file. You can see whether what is there in it. And these are the color codes of each and every domain. See, in this circle, it is written domain 1 and the different color, like purple color. So here domain 1, that is the enabling resources are critical to the effective functioning of the school. Every school requires a variety of resources for its. You can click on more to read about the domain 1. So this is the domain 1 information. Similarly, for domain 2, you can just click on it and it will show the details of the domain 2. So similarly, for each and every domain, you can read from here also. So once you have entered the data for each and every domain, then you can go for school evaluation matrix, school evaluation composite matrix. This is school evaluation composite matrix, which is generated from the data which the school HM has entered in the dashboard for all the 7 domains, and in the demographic profile, attendance rate, performance in key subject, learning outcomes, number of teachers and teacher attendance. So this is the composite matrix which is generated from the data which has been entered. Then you can see the school self-evaluation report also. This is the self-evaluation. Actually, this is the print or this is the aggregation, or this is the final submission of the data which you had submitted. This is the same data set. Then school external evaluation report, that is for external evaluator, and school evaluation dashboard. Again, you can click on the school report card. You can print whatever report is displayed on the screen. You can just click on print and it will print that particular data set. Just we see the Excel file, which is the offline form which we download. This is the Excel offline format in the Excel sheet, and here you can type the data in Excel also, and that can be uploaded also. We will see this later. So this is how the actual data entry can be done in the online portal. Once the data has been entered, you just verify it, and after verification, your work has been completed as per the requirement of the portal. Then you can get the evaluation checked by the external evaluator. For that, a different user and password will be there for external evaluation. Now you can see the settings also. You can change your password. We are logged into school user. Now from here you can change your password, and you can change the password and then click on update. The password will be changed. And to exit from this user management and exit from this user role, just click on logout, and you will be taken to the home page back. This is how a school can enter the data. Now, if you want to create a user, then you should be an administrator, and you have to specify the admin role and password. This admin role and password will be given to each state admin or district admin by the state level, and to the state level we will give from the national level we will give the state admin roles, state admin users. How we create a user? Just click on create new, type the school code or the username. If you are creating a school user, user credentials for a school, then type the school code and the password, specify the email and specify the role like school role. Then you don't have to select any state, because this school code is the unique code and it automatically checks the school for which school it is created, because it is linked, this UDICE code is linked with the school, and school lies in a particular village, in a particular block, in a particular district, in a particular state. If you are creating a state user, then you have to specify the state also. If you are creating a district user, then you have to specify the state and then the district also. If you are creating a block user, then you have to specify the state, district and block user also. If you are creating a village user, then specify the state, district, block and the village, and then only you will be able to create the user for that particular level, and you can click and it will create a user also. So this is how you can operate the complete portal of Shaala Siddhi, that is shaalasiddhi.nupa.org. Still, if you have any issues, you can send a mail to pranatipanda@nupa.org. She is professor and head and looking after the Shaala Siddhi scheme, Shaala Siddhi program in NUPA. You can also talk to Dr. Veera Gupta, associate professor in NUPA, or you can write to her on veeragupta@nupa.org. Any queries, technical queries related with the portal, if you are having, then you can talk to, or then you can send a mail to Naveen Bhatia, system analyst in charge in NUPA. and we hope that you will be able to successfully operate this portal and you will be submitting the data very soon. Thank you.